Hello and welcome, as it is the second day of June 2017. In my previous XBY video, I gave out 4 possible scenarios on what was going to play within the previous roughly around 750 resistance level, 726 on this C/CEX exchange. Scenario number 1 was a pullback to like here. And it didn't pull back much. It didn't really go much below 700 at all. So that was not what played out. Number 2, a failed rally, which is a double top moving down to the lower 200 area. And no, this rally is not failing. And then it was correcting through time, and I mean a bit more longer term. It did that for part of the day. Not really though. Maybe between 750 and 900 that it was, and even 800 and 900. It went pretty much right above 750. It really wasn't resistance, which brings us to scenario 4. And there's no resistance written on the left. Oh shit, 1500 next target. Those who sold in May will cry, and well, maybe they're crying now because on the Yobit exchange, trades have been moving on for 1200 and change, and even currently in at 1100 and change, as this thing again just shot right up to the 1000 handle, and it's been stabilizing within it, holding 900 to 1000 for a while, and now breaking past this 1000. And well, 1000 was psychological and it played out to short term, so I'm going to see if everything's going to work out as key levels should. Which means that if 1500 does create a topping area, the next 2 key levels I'll be looking at will be 750 and 5. I'll get more into that because it's always going to be adjusting to the message of the market, because the basic 4 scenarios will arrive again. If 1500 is not resistance, as it's really supposed to be big time now. And if it's not, then even 5,000's a conservatively low number for a fast move. And I shouldn't be saying this, but some of the codes do it that fast. I wouldn't expect it, but it's the way that I look at technical analysis with the markets. You get to areas where you're supposed to have one thing at an aggressive level, and in a case of resistance and you don't get it, oh, boom, it's just going to have a massive move. Same thing on a support level. If you don't get support in areas where you're supposed to, another major leg arrives towards the downside. So therefore, I go always just again adjust towards the message of the market. This thing is jumping high as far as price action, as it's now trading in at around 1.2, closer to 3 cents US now per one of these things. And I talk about long-term levels. It wouldn't surprise me if it can make a significant move close to $1, even to break a 50 cents for sure. But that's long-term, and to be able to make a move pretty much straight up from 250 to right now is 1250. That's a 5x gain. 1500 would be a 6x gain. You're overextended. It's going to be in need of a correction. So as I stated, if it goes to either where it is now or 1500, I'm going to be looking at 750 and 500. If say it just shoots up to 4000, then maybe 1000 to 1500 I'll be looking at as support. Oh, if it just shoots up to 10,000, well, maybe 2000 or 2500. Oh, if it shoots up to 100,000, and I'm being really sarcastic but realistic on this though. If it shoots up to 100,000, well, maybe it'll shoot back down to 20 or 15,000 or 10,000. Because the more wild the up moves are, the more larger your corrections are going to be. So it's already a large move. So there's going to be a large correction at some point. It's just when is that some point? Next key resistance is around that 1500 mark. We'll see how it plays out. It should have another retest of it within the next 12 to 24 hours. Take care.